Action.
Donald Trump is the president of the United States of America, and so many people are mad. Millions of Americans are mad. Majority of black women are mad. Lots of black men are mad. And my question to you is like, why are you mad? This is America. I think a whole lot of people forgot like where they live and where they exist at. The United States of America, this place right here, it's 220 million white folks in America. In total, there are 334 million people in America, and 220 million of those people is white. And so when you have an ideology that alienates and ostracizes 220 million people, that's probably a bad idea. Pretending to be weak and pretending that a powerful person is not supposed to use their power to get resources and goddamn gonna negotiate. It's kind of offensive. It's offensive for a little woman to look up at a big man. It's offensive for a little man to look up at a big man and say, hey, I deserve to get everything that you got because you got muscles and I ain't got no muscles. And since you got muscles, I deserve half of everything that you work for. These are insane ideas. And so for every person who's in an uproar, listen, man, the world is very simple. Like, it's a battle for power. And I was talking to this woman, and this woman was like, I don't care about power. I care about rights. And for every person in America who says they care about their rights, I want to ask you a very specific question. What are rights? And where do these rights come from? And if you say that God gives you these rights, then God has to defend these rights. If the state gives you these rights, then the state has to defend your rights. But if you say that I have the right to be a free and autonomous person and I defend my own rights, then goddamn, you need a pistol. You need some force. You need some strength to defend your idea. If you believe that you're free, then how do you show your freedom, How do you stop a person from incarcerating you? How do you stop a person from brutalizing you if you say that you have rights? This is honest questions about freedom in America. And I think that what's happening in America right now is because we're not being honest. Like we don't look at America and say 220 million white folks. Maybe I shouldn't say cracker ass cracker. Maybe I shouldn't be offensive to a super majority of people. I don't want nobody to call me nigger. I don't want nobody to be offensive to me. And so maybe I shouldn't be offensive to the more powerful force. Oh shit, why are you calling white people power? White power, white power. Having a conversation with a person who don't want to be honest is like, man, it goes nowhere. And you having conversations where you're lying to yourself, I can't even listen to you. You shouldn't even listen to yourself because it's disingenuous. It's not even disingenuous. It's an LIE. Black power, black power. Black women are so powerful. Black women are so powerful. And when you make these statements, these bold proclamations, I say, how? Who defends your rights? Where do these rights come from? Where does this power come from? Where does this idea come from? Because I believe, goddamn. I believe I can fly, goddamn. And R. Kelly, having beliefs, get your ass in prison. That nigga thought he could have all the cookies in the world, and having all the cookies in the world, the same fate is coming to Drake. That's just If we're going to talk about freedom, if we're going to talk about this is America, then we need to be honest with each other. Where do we go from here? Because right now, since you didn't want to be honest, since you wanted to play gay, now we got to battle with billionaires. Donald Trump walked in, had a cryptocurrency, and made billions of dollars. His best friend has hundreds of billions of dollars. And now broke folks got to battle with billionaires because y'all are too stupid to say there are men and there are women. What are men and women supposed to do? Get busy and make babies. Hell yeah, goddamn. Right now in America, this is the most frustrating thing. If I'm talking to a woman, it's offensive for me to tell her, hey, why you ain't got no kids? Hey, where your baby daddy at? Why you ain't married? Hell yeah, being married and having a man to defend your rights is still power. Yeah. The only way for a less powerful person to become powerful is to make an alliance with a more powerful person. Little men go make friends with big men. Little women go make friends with men. And then you're aligned with a person who's willing to sacrifice their life because they believe in you. This ain't misogynistic. This ain't patriarchy. This is physical reality. And if you don't have a man, if you don't have a husband, then you're begging the state to come knock on your door and say, hey, I can have whatever I want and I can do whatever I want. This is called history. When conquering troops come into a place, you know the first thing that opens up the number one business is The hooker house. Yeah. Because your man is not at home no more because he's off at war trying to fight someone else, and they got their own hooker house because men, when they're going to war, they need food and coochie. In life, men need food and coochie. And so when I tell a woman, please provide me with some food and some coochie, you look at me like I'm crazy. And because you look at me like I'm crazy is why Donald Trump is the president. That's why Kamala Harris is not the president, because she ran on the idea. No, women, to be powerful, you don't need no babies. You don't need no man. All you need is a job. Nigga, that's called slavery. When you don't have no options, we ain't got no physical force. When someone has to tell you what to do every single day of your life, I don't think that makes nobody happy. I don't think that makes no woman happy. Goddamn women, why don't y'all tell the truth, huh? If there was a billionaire, beautiful woman, some heiress that came to me and she smiled and she was being so romantic and there was a twinkle in her eye. And she said, sir, I want to marry you and I want to put you in an estate and I want to make sure that you have a beautiful family and give you babies. And all you got to do is goddamn make love to me and cook me food. I think that I would take that deal. I don't think that I would say that this person was a misandrist. Oh, she doesn't want me to reach my full potential. Maybe she really loves me so much that she's going. My father, he said something so amazing for my mother. He equated the marketplace, the job market, he equated it to prostitution. And he said, I would rather have that man pimp me than pimp my wife. You hear me? My father said, I would rather sell myself, my physical labor on the market than have my wife do it. Huh? I don't want no man telling me what to do. And so I certainly don't want no other man telling my wife what to do. Now, if you disagree with that world outlook, like now, if you're a woman, right? If you're a feminist, then you'd be like, well, what if I don't want no man telling my man what to do? What are you talking about? Huh? What are you going to do? How are you going to stop it? What power do you have? You're going to put your hand on your hip and you're going to go and try to enforce your ideology as two men are really throwing hands because you have to have force to defend ideas. And now we got Donald Trump running America. We got Elon Musk running America because y'all wanted to play gay. God dang it. You created the system that it's all power, right? It's all about power. And so when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to American citizens. I'm talking to people who probably make less than $75,000 a year. I'm talking to a man, you're probably either divorced, on the verge of being divorced, or paying child support. And there's a large group of millions of men who ain't getting no coochie at all, huh? You just sitting at home looking at, talking to Chat GPT, having AI whack, time to fuck it up. y'all beating that meat raw because you ain't got no energy to put nowhere else. You hyper focused on self-absorption, vanity. It's all vanity. I don't need no girlfriend because I got nasty videos. I don't need no girlfriend because I can just order out. I don't need no girlfriend. I got a mama, and my mama put me on a pedestal and she treat me like a son husband because she don't know how to keep a man because she done bought into this ideology that I don't need no man and my son is my man. Hell yeah. And now all these nasty ass, negative ass ideas have destroyed the fabric of America. And now we have to make a decision. Who is America going to be for the next 50 years? What is America going to be for the next 100 years? For the last 30 years, we've been fighting to be gay. For the last 30 years, we ain't do no politics. We ain't focused on advancing us as a nation, as a technological powerhouse. Hell no, we was worried about some wang tangs and who dillies and who was doing who and where and how. And now we got to do politics, huh? Now you got to battle with the most powerful billionaires that the world has ever seen, and they ain't playing. So now how are we going to navigate out of this thing? For me, I believe that you are the greatest American alive, the most powerful citizen that's ever existed in the history of the world. Number one, you control all of your energy and your whole entire physical entity into every realm, into perpetuity, huh? That means you control your spiritual essence, you control your digital essence, you control your physical essence. There is no company that can ever own you, not now, until forever. And if there's no one telling you this, right? Like if there's no one negotiating on your behalf because lawyers are bought and paid for by Facebook or Meta and Google and every company has lawyers that are fighting against you. And so now if you don't take a collective stance to say that I own myself and every representation of myself forever, then that gives them the ability to sell your data. It gives them the ability to listen to you, monitor you, track you, and tell you how and you can live your life and what freedom looks like, right? And so from me to you, I'm telling you, we get to have the discussion on what freedom is. You get to use YouTube and say, I want to be free. You get to use TikTok and say, I want to be free. And if someone is getting banned or canceled for their ideas, then you can't cheer for them to get canceled. Hell no, you have to cheer that. Hey, now in this place that we live in, these tools are public trust. They're a public good. They're a public utility. We need to be able to exchange information without the government controlling what we say and how we say it. Yeah. You should be able to believe in whatever your ideology is, and I should be able to debate it. Huh? We have to have a debate of ideas. And I just gave you two very powerful things. Number one, I own myself forever. Number two, I have to defend myself forever. And how do I do that? By working with you. Hell yeah. By me saying that I need you to defend free speech and to defend us against every billionaire, against every person who's battling for power to control what I can think in America. This is our fight. And I want you to come and stand with me and be the greatest American alive as we give these people the beats. Hell yeah, I get excited. Say, what is shit? How are we supposed to do it? Hey, watch every show right now. Hell, I'm going to tell the truth, man. Watch all my content. Listen to these revolutionary ideas. Screen record this content because at any given time, YouTube says that you're too radical. You got to go. And then engage in these conversations on how real people battle for real power in America, because this is America, and you're the greatest American alive.
The greatest American alive. The greatest American alive. The greatest American alive. The greatest American alive. The greatest American alive.